Good evening, and welcome to the Eagles Nest, where we have the visiting Canarsie Wolfpack against Eagle Brooklyn. So we're coming off a 70-point win. Sorry, forgive me. This is the voice of Eagle. Greg Poley's here. I'll be joined by my partner Shaq Mitchell in a minute. But yeah, getting back to Tuesday, Eagle was victorious over Curtis, 106 to 36. Tonight is probably going to be a little more of a challenge here, as Canarsie, who's 6-10 overall, but 3-6 in league play, is probably a little better than their record indicates. They're a little scrappy, actually a lot of scrappy from what I remember last year. Last year's game at the Nest, they lost 91 to 53, then lost a close one at home to Eagle, 58 to 48. So they're looking for some revenge this year. And as we get into our spotlight matchup, something to know. Chase Beasley of Eagle Academy is a former Canarsie player. He didn't have as big of a role in Canarsie last year that he has now currently on this Eagle team, as he's now a starter. But he's looking to put his imprint on this game, and PJ Singleton, a former Bishop Lockland standout, is leading Canarsie tonight with 18 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. So that's going to be our spotlight matchup. And one thing I'll say, we still have the Bishop Lockland connection here with Ja'Kai Sanders for Eagle and PJ Singleton for Canarsie. So a lot of storylines in this game. I'm looking to see Manook back in the starting lineup with the 3-guard set for Eagle with Chase, Dockery, and Ja'Kai. I think it's one of their best defensive guard lineups that they could put out there. And the other thing to note, PJ Singleton has hit 26 threes on the year. I don't think Eagle has faced a shooter of this magnitude within the PSAL this season. So that's a watch. Eagle hit 10 threes last game. You want to see how Canarsie defends the perimeter against Eagle. And you want to see how Eagle is able to stop the 1-2 combination of PJ Singleton and Sean Johnson, who's the second leading scorer for Canarsie at 17 points a game. It's interesting. I'm just reaching over to my producer here for a second. Every time we have a Sage Media Spotlight player, there's always a random Eagle player to just pop up that ends up taking the spotlight. So I wonder who that could potentially be tonight. Both teams going to their respective benches, hyping each other up. This is a long buzzer right there. Eagle comes out, starting lineup. Ahmed Ibrahim, number 21, who had a career night on Tuesday with 28 points and 20 rebounds. JoJo at the 4. Chase, number 5. Jakai, number 2. And Amir Dockery wearing their patented home white there that we've come to, I don't know if we like, but we expect at this point. Canarsie comes out in their road navy blue with the Canarsie and the baby blue. And that's number 14, Hassan Spencer, going to jump with Ahmed. They also come out with number 2, Sean Johnson, number 3, PJ Singleton, number 20, Oladipo Karimu, and number 5, Xavier Francis, who is their third leading scorer at 11 points a game. Canarsie wins the tip as Johnson controls the ball and gets it to Francis. Guarded by Chase. Uses a screen from Spencer. Gets in the corner. Dockery closing out well. Gets it down low to Spencer, and they double him. It's a good double. A block by Ahmed. That's going to be 3-second violation. That's great defense down low by the Eagle bigs. Canarsie showing press early. Eagle not even touching the floor before they get to half with the ball. And Jakai guarded by Johnson. Gets his dock in the corner. As a tip, it's going to stay Eagle ball. Canarsie looking to have active hands on defense as Eagle moves this ball. JoJo thought about it. Gets in the corner, Doc for 3. Short. Chase gets the offensive rebound, and he's fouled going up. We haven't really seen offensive rebounding as a part of his game, but it's good to see him crash the boards right there. And he's going to go to the line shooting 2, looking for the first points of the game for Eagle Academy. Sinks the first. Beasley hits a pair at the line. Francis brings the ball up. Uses Spencer's screen. Ahmed steps out on the guard. They drop it in the corner. PJ for 3. Can't hit. Rebound Beasley. Pushing the ball up the court. Crosses over. Gets to the Jakai on the wing. Loses it on an errant pass. They're running that high pick and roll, but haven't been able to get anything from it. Johnson splits the double team and gets the easy bucket for Hassan Spencer. Great job by Johnson splitting the double right there. Sanders calling out the play from half court. Beasley thought about it. Good closeout by PJ. And it's going to be chippy between these guys. Ready to see some of that chippiness. I'm sure some of these Canarsie guys don't like that Chase. In their eyes, probably pulled the KD and went to play for the champs. Guy gets the top of the key, gets it in the high post. Poor pass right there. Johnson brings it back, gets it to Francis, and he hits. Eagles struggling to find a rhythm on offense right now. Beasley to Doc for 3. Short. JoJo. That's going to be over the back on JoJo. Francis gets the ball back to Johnson, guarded by Dockery. Uses the screen. JoJo on the switch by Johnson. JoJo looking to not get in foul trouble on that one. Jakai looking to call out the play from deep. Boom! Jakai showing off that newfound range. Beasley facing up on Francis, using that same screen. Blocked from behind by Ahmed. Good closeout by Ahmed. But I do think Ahmed needs to do a better job of closing off the paint, those guards on that pick and roll. Manuk checks in for the first time for JoJo. Beasley in the high post to Ahmed. Drops the ball below his waist and gets it taken away by Johnson. Johnson goes coast to coast and finishes. Canarsie came out with serious intensity right now. And something that Eagle has to realize, regardless of a team's record, regardless of what happens, they're always going to come with the extra level intensity because they're playing the champs. They want to be the ones to take out the champs. In the corner, pump fakes, drives. Great finish right there. Good move by Beasley. Johnson takes it running. Gets. And he finishes. And Spencer finishes down low. Aaron pass stolen right there. Singleton stop and pop, can't hit. Beasley with the rebound, gets it out to Doc. Johnny checks in and he shoots, can't hit. Back out to Francis for three, can't hit. Jakai with the rebound. Doc, great look to Manuk, but Manuk can't finish. Johnson gets the rebound. Yo, that. As number 4, Lewickinson checking in for Canarsie. Gets the ball on the wing, hounded by Johnny. Gets in a post to Johnson. In the corner to Singleton for 3. Rims in and out. Singleton having a tough go and gets something to fall early on. Jakai gets in the paint. He's fouled, can't hit the N1. A little bit of delay at the line. This is a very physical first quarter right here. Jakai misses the first. Splits a pair. PJ stepped on the line. Turnover. Canarsie is going to be Eagle ball. One thing Canarsie is doing to these Eagle guards is they're closing out hard on the perimeter, especially in the wing. They're sending 2 players right away, forcing Eagle guards into poor passing decisions. Francis guarded by Beasley. Gets into the paint. Drops it off. Spencer gets fouled going up. Beasley with the rebound. Pushes the pace. Doc for 3. Can't hit. Rebound Francis. Looking to push the pace. Eagle does a good job getting back. And Spencer with another easy bucket in the paint. Manook in the high post. Can't finish. But Johnny gets on the floor, gets the rebound. 30-second timeout, Eagle Academy. Coach Kev wants to see a little more continuity on offense. Beasley gets it to the high post, and it's stolen. Sloppy play on offense by Eagle. That's going to be a foul on a Johnny on a reach-in. Can't. Xavier Caesar checks in for Manook. You can't come out of a timeout and turn the ball over immediately. Eagle has to find a way to clean it up, and I feel like they're very stagnant on offense right now. There's not a lot of movement. It's just pass, stand still. Maybe one person cuts, but definitely needs to be more movement. And Canarsie is going to be going to the line from here on out for the rest of the quarter because Eagle is in a double bonus with 5 fouls in a quarter. JoJo checking back in, gets the rebound. Chase for 3. Can't hit. X there for the finish. Count that as an assist. Sean Johnson hounded by Fleming. Beasley with another rebound. Number 1, Maxon McKenna's checking in for PJ. For all Eagles' offensive woes, they're only down 4 points right now. Back to Francis, picks up his dribble, stolen by Jakai. Good defense by Jakai. Jakai, tough contested shot there. Probably should have kicked it. Jump ball, good job right there. Yeah, Jakai had Beasley on the wing, just sitting, waiting. Not saying he is a guarantee he makes it, but better than taking on 3 defenders in traffic. Eagle tries to reset. X in the corner, back to Fleming on the wing. Back to Sanders, fakes, gets to the corner. Beasley for 3. Boom! There goes Threesley Beasley. Shout out to the Lincoln media team for giving him that nickname right there. I think I'm going to run with that for the rest of the year. That's going to foul is going to be, I can't tell if it's on a Johnny or JoJo, but they got one of them on a push-off, and Canarsie's going to go back to the line to shoot a pair. Misses the first. Every free throw matters. That's number 21, Joshua Arthur, checking in for the first time. As Ahmed checks in for JoJo. A pair at the line for Boyron. Eagle probably looking to hold for the last shot. Jakai for 3. Can't hit. Arthur gets the rebound. Now Canarsie's going to hold for the last shot as Sean Johnson tries to set up the offense. That's a good move right there to the rack as Canarsie closes out the first quarter up 15-13. So again, if somebody is looking at this game online, Canarsie played the better first quarter, but they're only up 2. And I want to give a pleasant welcome to my co-announcer, Shaq Mitchell, who's finally in the building.
What's going on, y'all? Man, I was watching the game from the stream, man. I told you it was going to be one of those.
I did say in the pregame that they are scrappy. They're very scrappy. Yes. And that's exactly what we're seeing. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't excuse me, fans. It wasn't 15-13. It's 17-13 as they closed out after Sean Johnson completed that layup to close out the quarter. But still, 4-point game where Eagle had about maybe 6 turnovers in that quarter.
Yeah, definitely saw a rough first quarter. And but they'll bounce back. You know, they just played Tuesday, you know?
So they could. Actually, Canarsie also played Tuesday, and they lost a heartbreaker by 1 point to BC. Brooklyn Collegiate, for those of you that don't know, lost 45-44. Oh, so they're coming out with some real fire and intensity tonight.
Yeah. Okay. The atmosphere looking much better than normally. Well, not normally, but the last game. We're doing better, you know? Better weather, more people, bigger turnout. It's beautiful.
We still going to blame the weather, but I have my reservations about that. Eagle Faithful, we're going to have a conversation throughout the year about this. and how our fans need to show up in droves no matter what. Now, this is random, right? Call me crazy, but I know Canarsie colors are blue and like Carolina blue, navy blue, Carolina blue. Well, I see a lot of players with red Jordans on. Yeah. I'm trying to figure out what's going on there. Johnson with the crossover on Caesar. And so we kind of get a gauge of how this game is going to be called, because some could argue that wasn't really a foul, but it's imperative for both teams to see how tight the refs are calling this.
Absolutely. Tuesday was more of a let them play. Yeah. Today they're, really on it. Got to play a lot of defense without fouling.
Francis guarded by Beasley. Beasley gets in the paint. Can't finish. Offensive rebound by Francis, and he's going to go to the line shooting 2.
Ahmed's got a box out right there. He let that guard get the rebound off his own miss, and he's going on the line for two free throws.
100%. That's a case of just, using your height to try to grab the rebound as opposed to using your body.
Absolutely.
And Ahmed has a big body, so just clear him out the paint. Francis is one. Eagle subs in 3. That's Doc, Manuk. Oh, well, 2. Doc and Manuk come in the game. Rebound, Jakai. Jakai is actually averaging 6 rebounds a game as a point guard. Good drop pass by Doc to Manuk, and Manuk is going to go line shooting 2.
Good to see Manuk getting some good minutes tonight.
Absolutely. Manuk is a guy that's only averaging 10 points a game, but he still has game changer ability.
Absolutely. He's high energy,
100%.
6'7", And when he goes for an alley-oop, it's literally the air up there.
That's a great reference. I wonder if our audience gets the reference.
I hope so, I like to think they're a basketball culture.
And what could probably, because we haven't seen that Eagle run yet, but one of those patented Jakai to Manuk alley-oops where he's, Jakai's pushing the ball and Manuk comes up from the baseline and Doc gets his hands on another deflection. That could jumpstart this offense.
Man, Jakai is a magnet to the basketball, especially when it's in a passing lane or in the control of an offensive player.
Something that I'm noting here, right? A lot of the guards that Eagle has played can't match the strength of Jakai. But Canarsie has 2 guards here. And short 3. Spencer gets another rebound.
Well,
And gets sent away by Manuk.
Manuk telling them to get that stuff out of here.
X for 3. Long rebound by Francis.
Physicality was going to be big in this game.
And there's the strength of a Sean Johnson, his ability to get to the rack and maneuver in traffic.
Sean John, like the old clothing wear, the old clothing line. Lefty.
Doc thought about it, pulls it back. Aaron pass right there in the corner. Canarsie has active hands in their zone. Doc facing up on Johnson. Good closeout.
Oh, great defense
by Doc.
Man. You know how disruptive you have to be to force a double dribble?
As Joshua Henry checking in for Sean Johnson. Coach did not like that turnover.
Not at all.
Doc drives baseline. Floater. Can't.
Is that it?
We will take that. We will take that.
Was that a pass? Was that an alley-oop?
I don't know if that was planned, but I will absolutely take that.
That looked clean.
Like Doc went up for a floater, and Manuk, being Manuk, said, you know what? I'm going to be the
air up there.
There we go.
Listen, man, I don't know if that was a missed floater or anything, but listen, if they planned it like that, that was excellent. 2 teammates
and
in sync.
Like I said, planned or not, maybe that's what this Eagle offense needs to jumpstart them.
It usually starts with a Manuk dunk.
It does. It does.
But I thought, just watching Canarsie and just seeing their stat line and just highlights from the team, I mean, they're a very, very physical team.
100%.
And when they play physical, they have talent. They have talent on the team. So it's just about, matching Eagles' height. And right now they're not really matching their height, but they're being a little bit more scrappy than Eagle right now.
They have active hands in the zone. They're moving the ball. I think the easiest, what they're doing now is their guards, especially Johnson and Francis, they're getting into the paint and forcing the bigs to defend.
Right, which is what you were getting at with Curtis to do against Eagle last time.
Yeah, 100%. Eagle put on that full court pressure.
Yeah. If I'm not mistaken, Canarsie had him in a 3-2. That's the first time I've seen that against Eagle this year.
Eagle trying to get those active hands going, and there it is. It's going to stay Eagle ball. And that's that, especially on their home court. This is not the biggest court. And Eagles' length and size is such a positive factor for them on this court. Jakai with the short. Look at that. What happened? He used his body right there.
Yes.
And then you get the over the back.
Yeah, Med's way too dominant. 20 rebounds last game. I need to see way more boxing out tonight. We know we can do it.
100%.
I'm interested to see when PJ Singleton's going to enter himself.
Right here. Former Bishop Lachlan mates right here going toe-to-toe. X for 3. Can't hit. Neither team has really hit from 3 in this game. Hence probably why it's so low scoring and so close. Good move by Francis. Spin out of the double. PJ for 3. And he's going to go to the line shooting 3. Can't see who the foul is on.
I think that might have been on Jakai.
It's going to be on Jakai. Going up with it. Never really want to foul a guy shooting a 3.
Never. It's very bad foul. As PJ knocks down the first one, man. PJ or Sean has probably got to be their top performers. I know PJ's in the spotlight, but him and Sean are definitely going to be the catalyst to Canarsie trying to come out with a W tonight.
100%. And PJ's only got his points at the line. So we're not even seeing the full flurry of the Canarsie offense right now.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
That's a lane violation on Francis. It should be on Francis. Oh, no, I guess it was on Eagle.
Shoot again.
Eagle gets it across the timeline. Beasley back in for 3. Oh, and it's blocked by Francis. A little slow on the release. Canarsie bench. Anything that Chase does negatively is going to get a positive reaction from the Canarsie bench.
See, it's no love lost over there.
None. It's going to be a double dribble by Beasley. Chase cannot let the banter get to him because they're going to be on him all game.
Oh, absolutely. This is a reunion, They're looking to throw him off.
Not a good reunion either.
They're looking to throw him off, and they feel like they know him, Nothing easy.
And that's great defense by Manuk right there on PJ as he picked up his dribble and Manuk closed out. What did they tell you? Remember when Coach Pursuit was here? What you up? Dead.
Absolutely. It's an intimidation thing, your offenders out of dribbles. You intimidate them right there. Get them to make a mistake or something of the sort. Chase is the first.
Beasley connects. Johnson back in.
Xavier Francis has played pretty solid as this game's gone on. So a certain dominance in the first half, getting the floor general and everything right.
Johnson can't hit. Manuk with the rebound. Gets out in the front court. I'm not sure if that was supposed to be a pass or a shot, but it'll go down as a missed shot attempt. But I think if a Med goes up sooner, Doc hits him on the alley.
Yeah, I think JoJo's coming to get a Med right now.
Good hands right there by Manuk in the paint.
Uh-oh.
Beasley for 3. Can't hit. Oh, and Francis steps on the line. That's a good call right there. JoJo coming in for a Med.
Chase has got to make his whole team play with that 3 right there. It's wide open. Great pass from Jakai.
I felt like there was the slight second of hesitation right there as opposed to catch and shoot.
He's normally no hesitation with it. You know, he's got to get rid of the jitters. You know, he's probably seen it in his old coach, old friends. It's time to lock in. Man, Canarsie's energy is beautiful right now.
Did you say Canarsie's energy is beautiful?
Yeah.
You know what? I could appreciate it, but I don't know if that's the word I would use because I'm me.
Right.
So I would have to find a different word. But they have come with another level of intensity. JoJo to Beasley in the corner for 3. And he's going to go to the line shooting 3 as PJ returns the favor on the foul.
I know PJ's looking around, but he definitely got Chase on the arm, the shooting arm.
There's a lot of frustration on the court. Shots not falling. Guys not liking the way the ref is calling the game. Stagnant offense on both sides at times. So both teams have to find some type of continuity in the second half. Because this is a relatively low-scoring first half, especially for a team that just put up 100 points.
Absolutely. Not even 48 hours ago, you know? So it's a testament to, you know, the physicality Canarsie's playing with it. They came ready for Eagle tonight. The question is, can Eagle respond?
2 or 3 from the line for Beasley. That's Jaron Hayes Marshall checking in for the first time.
Chase doing his best. Denzel leaving with something at the
Joshua
free throw
off the
line.
inbound back to Francis. Good job by Beasley to stay in front of Johnson. Good hands by Manuk playing the passing lane, and he's fouled.
Yeah.
That should put Canarsie in a double bonus.
It's a smart foul, but then it's not because, you know, that foul obviously stops the fast break. But, you know, free throws coming soon, and
it should be okay. That's what I'm saying because it is 5 fouls. They're at the line. Okay, making me think I'm crazy. I know I say this during football season about having some way we're tapped in with the refs on some type of intercom or mic system, but I wouldn't be mad if we did it for basketball because sometimes I don't know what they call.
Yeah, somehow or another, the announcers have got to get in, you know, cohorts with the refs.
Manuk sinks a pair, and we got a tie game. Francis almost traveled. Gets the dispenser back to Francis. Guarded by Sanders. Out high, Sanders picking up full. About 4 minutes left in the first half. Francis, wild shot, and it's going to be Eagle ball. Not the offensive possession Canarsie coach was looking for.
The thing I love about Eagle is that they can almost, you know, you can see their energy switch every time they can tell that they're, you know, about to take a strong hold of the game.
Beasley for 3. Boom! Beasley. There he goes again.
If his mom calls him Chase, I'm going to call him Chase. From 3. From the corner.
Hayes Marshall gives it up. Gets it to Doc. To a little too much passing right there. I know Doc wanted the finish, but at that point, if you're there, go up with it.
Yeah, I think he wanted to set Manuk up right there, but right there, he's got to go up there and finish momentum-wise.
And I tell you, this is the press. Showtime! And 1!
A two-hand slam out the Manuk book.
What did I say about the Manuk dunk and Manuk alley? Granted, it probably wasn't planned, but it gets things started.
Yes, it does. It's a high-energy play, and they love to see the big fella go up and sky for one.
I don't know about you, Shaq. I don't know about you, Andre. But with this type of energy, I feel like the chat needs to be back. I think I need to have a conversation with Mr. Meade.
Yeah, we got to talk to Mr. Meade.
Because can't complete the three-point play, but the energy is there. And that's another deflection by Manuk. Man. Unfortunately, he gets the foul call, being a little too overzealous right there.
These last 2-3 minutes, Manuk has been an absolute menace in the backcourt. He's 100%. Got at least 2-3 steals, probably 4 or 5 deflections, and it's led to points. It's led to his first 4 to 6 points.
You can see the frustration in Canarsie.
Get a little chippy.
This Coach Kev telling his guys to be smart, not to take the bait that Canarsie is flinging. I'm not sure if that was double text or what, but Hunter Frazier's checking in for JoJo right now.
Right. And look, that could be a testament to how well Hunter was playing against Curtis.
I gotta say, Canarsie is clearly in the weight room with their guards and their big.
Oh, absolutely. One of the few
Spencer
teams
calling for it in the paint against Frazier. This might be one of the more physical home matchups we've seen.
Absolutely. Canarsie as a team just seems they match up better physicality-wise against Eagle. And that's important when you play Eagle. They have the athletes. They have the talent.
Spencer at the line right now, averaging a near double-double for Canarsie at 8 points and 9 rebounds. And you could see that he's their presence in the paint. He doesn't quite match up size-wise in terms of height with the Eagle bigs, but physically, he's there.
Oh, yeah. Body's hitting the ground.
With the steal. Johnson in the paint.
Oh, man.
One of his biggest strengths is finishing in traffic.
Especially with his left hand.
Doc with a pretty finish, returning the favor for Eagle.
Doc said, let me try. The doctor's in. Tough left-hand layup in traffic.
Johnson out to Francis for 3. And he hits. That's a big 3 for Canarsie right there. Slowing the Eagle run.
Xavier Francis came to play.
That's interesting that no foul was called there, considering how physical, also how tit for tat the refs have been calling. This has never been a rivalry, but this is the type of game that starts rivalries.
Man, players make rivalries, man.
Absolutely. I mean, look, just to give an NFL reference real quick, I love my football. Kansas City and the Bills, the Bengals. It's not a real divisional rivalry.
No.
When Joe Burrow and Pat Mahomes go at each other, you guarantee it's going to be some sparks flying.
Players make rivalries, man. When you got guys that know each other.
Rebound. Beasley working hard on the court. Euros, and he's fouled. And
they're calling it very light tonight.
Karimu complaining right now, but he clearly had his feet moving as Beasley was going to the basket. I normally don't go talk to Coach Kev in between halves, but I feel like I need to have a conversation with him to ask him how he plans to kind of refix this game plan in the second half to see what Eagle's going to come out with. That's Maxie McKinnis checking back in for Canarsie.
Yeah, they got to do a little bit of, going back to the drawing board, doing little things to combat that 3-2, taking care of the ball better.
And
look for him to say things like that.
That was an errant pass. Manook didn't get his hands on it, but he 100% caused that turnover.
I'm telling you, he is causing absolute havoc in this press.
Sanders calling out plays. Errant pass for Manook. Inbound. A lot of turnovers still for Eagle in this first half.
Manook also had Chase open in the corner right there.
Johnson for 3 with a hand in his face. Can't hit. Manook with the rebound. Loses it. Stolen by Francis. Pump fakes. And he's going to go line shooting 2.
Sean Johnson.
Fouls on Hunter.
Sean Johnson is a tough player, man. I like gritty guards, guys that aren't afraid to take it amongst the trees, knock down a shot when when the team needs it the most. At the end of that first, he attacked Ja'Kai Sanders straight on, one-on-one.
He did.
Fearless.
I'll say this. He plays with no fear.
Absolutely.
None. He doesn't care that he's in the nest. He doesn't care that Jakai is averaging a near triple-double. Like, he's here to try to put the team on his back while PJ is kind of struggling from the field because PJ's scoring, but just not from the line.
Right.
And Beasley for three. Boom!
Chase is
Beasley again, his third three in the first half. Making up for that first quarter.
Chase said he's
Manuk
done.
gets on the floor. Can't quite get it. Hounded by Jakai. That's going to be Eagle ball. That's great pressure right there by Eagle in the backcourt.
I guess Chase is done with the hospitality. Threes to start the half.
You know what? I think Canarsie came in here and said Jakai is not going to beat us. Somebody else is going to have to beat us. And right now, the person they probably didn't want to beat them is stepping up. Manuk and Chase are stepping up in this second quarter.
I mean, you had to know Chase was going to go at his old team, man. This one's personal, you know?
And like you guys know, I'm an educator here, so I see these guys on a daily. And one thing I can say is Chase first couple weeks was kind of like, you know, melancholy, kind of laid back. He has fully ingratiated himself into this team and their dynamic, and you're seeing it play out on the court.
Right. That's, you know, and that's what they went and got him for. That's what he transferred for, to, you know, find a home.
The pressure causes Canarsie to call a timeout.
Man, that press has gotten Eagle right back into where they wanted and now have a comfortable 6-point lead right now. I won't say comfortable, but you know.
It's definitely not comfortable. What I can say is when Canarsie was up 4, it felt like 4.
Yeah.
Now the Eagle is up 6, it feels like more than 6.
Oh, it's definitely heavier, you know, because when we're in the nest, any points that go in, especially involving us taking the lead, it's going to sound way louder and more impactful. And, you know, they're going to need to switch this around going into the half, so it's great to start it right now, build good habits.
I mean, the only thing that kind of would cement this is another alley.
Yeah.
To Manuk. Like, cement this kind of first half comeback. Sean Johnson looking for somebody to come to the ball, and he throws it away.
That was an unforced turnover.
And he's letting his teammates know they have to come to the ball. They can't be stationary because Eagles' length can disrupt the passing lanes, and that's exactly what we just saw.
Yeah, Luke's got a flash to that basketball right there.
Jakai gets it to Hunter. Loses the ball. That's going to stay Eagle ball.
Man. Hunter Frazier absolutely laid down a la deep ball.
You ever watch Isaiah Pacheco run the ball?
Yes.
That's what it looked like.
Isaiah Pacheco runs like it's his absolute last run ever. Every time.
In high post. Oh.
Coach
is not happy with that. And they want Hunter to find Chase open on the wing. Double Johnson on the wing. Good move. Hunter making up for it. Manuk for 3. And he's fouled.
Manuk. Kev absolutely hated that shot from Manuk. He's actually trying to get his bearings together right now.
I think he's still mad at Hunter about not swinging it to the wing.
Yeah, Chase
to the guy who hit 2 threes in a quarter.
Man.
But Hunter's only a sophomore. That's growing pains right
of
there.
Course.
You know,
Hunter's going to be a
wants
problem
to
here.
make his mark in the paint. I understand he wants to turn and go. But the right basketball play right there is to find the open man.
Absolutely. Once you get the defense to converge, you got to find shooters.
Just to make an NBA point real quick. That's why a lot of people hate LeBron, because he makes the right pass and he doesn't always take the shot.
Right. And when you say that, it sounds kind of blasphemous, right? Because it's like you're mad at a guy for making the right play, incorporating his guys.
Absolutely. But you know there's a bevy of LeBron haters out there that can't wait to rip apart that argument.
Absolutely.
Francis driving to the paint. Stops. Boy Ryan loses it.
I'll tell you what, though. Eagles' intensity in the second quarter is night and day from the first.
Oh, yeah. Dave definitely responded to the call in terms of physicality, in terms of defense without fouling, forcing turnovers.
That was a circus shot. Oh, Beasley in the front court. Manook. Showtime! Put that on a poster!
And, man, Kareem was standing in a terrible spot with Manook coming down as Xavier Francis takes a hard fall.
The entire nest is on their feet after Manook put him on a poster.
Why would he stand under Manook?
But you know what's crazy? I would expect him to jump if he was going to stand there. I guess he was looking for a charge, but he thought about it. Last minute was like, nah, I can't take this.
Xavier Francis still down on the court right now.
Xavier Francis looks like he's in a lot of pain right now. Hold on 1 second, guys.
Man. I'm not sure who it was that tried to take that charge, but it definitely caused that fall.
The Nets faithful here clapping up for Francis, who's a big part of this Canarsie Wolfpack team. And he's hurt, but you glad to see him get up and walk away under his own power.
Yeah, that's going to hurt in the morning.
Oh, absolutely. You know the adrenaline's still running. you know for a fact that adrenaline's still going.
Xavier Francis is a big loss, though, right now, especially the way he was playing. I hope that Canarsie can find, other offense to pull from because he was definitely doing a great job ball handling, breaking the press.
And even after being down on the court, he's managed to hit his free throw. I got to check. I'm going to check the foul count to see who's in foul trouble for Eagles because I'm not sure who that foul was on. I know we got a couple guys with 2 fouls, maybe one with 3. Francis still clearly in pain.
Yeah.
Walking off the court.
He only stayed in to take those free throws.
And that's number 12, Ethan Henry, checking in for Francis. Not sure what the call was, but Jakai looks like he's going to the line. See, this is why we need connection with the refs, so we can know these things. Oh, they called.
Oh, is there a technical foul?
Oh, I think they called it. They might have called a tech on the coach.
Yikes. You don't want to, they're fueling Eagles' run right now. Technical fouls.
If you would have told me after watching the Eagles play in the first quarter that they would be up double digits going into the second half, would you have believed me?
I mean, yes and no, because we know what these runs do, man. It's like we see it every game. We never know when it's coming, but we're always excited when it happens, and it's always productive.
Eagle potentially holding for the last shot. Chicago controlling offense. Beasley for 3 with a hand in his face. Can't hit. Hunter with the offensive rebound. Double dribble.
Kev is not happy with Hunter right now.
Whenever a coach looks at you like that and you're in the court, you don't look, but you know they're staring at you. because you know you did something wrong.
You almost hope there's no stoppage because you can kind of feel your sub coming into the game.
It looks like they're going to put 1 second back on the clock. Canarsie going to try to get a shot off in 1 second. I mean, at this point, why not? Especially on their half of the court. PJ for three. Still struggling for the field, but after 1 quarter of play, I am thankful for my partner Shaq Mitchell joining me. This is the voice of Eagle, Greg Polius. For Sage Media Solutions, we are going to see you in the second half as Eagle is up 43-32.
And welcome back to the Eagles Nest. It's your host, Zach Mitchell. And it's been a tale of 2 quarters, you know. Canarsie came out early, swinging, physical, you know, ready to play. Unfazed about the Nest, unfazed that their old teammate is, you know, a part of one of the best teams in high school right now. And then the Eagles responded like they normally do, you know. Getting after it in transition. They switched over to that press, and, you know, they took the lead midway through that second quarter and was able to bloom the lead to about 11, which is the biggest lead we've had, you know, all game. Canarsie is definitely here. They're not out of it. They definitely had a rough second quarter in, you know, response to whatever Eagle, you know, adjusted and changed up to combat how they were, you know, playing them. And I think we're in for a really good second half. We have to be, you know. The teams are, you know, see Coach Kev and Eagles starting to make their way out, get warmed up for the second half. How's it going, Greg?
So, what do you think
Canarsie needs to do to come back here?
Canarsie's got to do a lot more of what they were doing in the first quarter. You know, pressuring Eagle, not letting the ball ball handlers be comfortable, whether it be Doc, Jakai, Chase, you know, in that passing lane, that same level, that same amount of physicality and, you know, just hustle. And you just got to pray, hope, you know, Eagle misses some shots and, you know.
I don't disagree with you, but I want to add to it. They have to figure out how to handle Eagles press and Manuk at the top of that press.
Man,
that changed the game.
That first 4 minutes of the second quarter was where the game changed. Manuk wreaking havoc in the press, getting a whole bunch of deflections, a bunch of steals, and it led to a couple dunks, including a huge poster that lifted the gym.
I think not just PSAL, but the NBA should keep stats on deflections.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
that's a stat. It should definitely be a stat. You know, you don't always get the steal, but, you know.
Just like in the NFL, they do pass breakups for defensive backs.
Xavier Francis still loosening up that injury. You can tell he still wants to play, but I don't know, man. Tailbone is tricky, man. When you fall on that tailbone.
Very tricky. Right now, the adrenaline is pumping.
Yeah. He's trying to, you know, stretch it out, try to get it going. Thing is, that tailbone probably sending pain all the way down his legs. It's a very mobile spot.
Why that Francis injury for Canarsie is so key. He's one of their main ball handlers to bring up the ball. And we already see how they struggled in that second quarter when he wasn't in the game.
I also think a big key for Canarsie to win this game, they've got to get P.J. Singleton going.
Yeah. He's had a very quiet first half.
I know Coach Kev isn't happy about that jump ball.
I love Doc. But playing in the nest in a long sleeve shirt is bananas.
Yeah, that's crazy. It's crazy.
Francis back on the court. Gets it to Johnson. Back to Singleton on the wing. Gets in the post to Spencer. And that's Doc getting the steal. Shocker.
When is he not in the passing lane using active
Doc gets in the
hands?
paint. Floater. And he hits. And that's going to be a charge.
I don't like that call.
Usually I'm the one against the ref, so that's how I know it's a bad call.
I do not like that call, but great effort by Doc to try to get something on the rim right there. Eagle going back to that press, and they got Jakai at the top of the press now.
In the corner, Singleton. Pump fakes. Stops the pops. Can't hit off the front rim. Jakai with the rebound. Puts in the pace. Gets the Beasley on the wing. Back to Jakai for three from deep. Boom!
I love the newfound confidence in Jakai's jumper, man. He is taking and making way more three-pointers.
It's a little sloppy play right here as the team's trade turnovers. I'm not sure where the foul is. This is probably call a couple fouls.
Jakai looked like he got a foul call from the ground.
Francis slowing the pace right now for Canarsie. Looking to run their sets. Singleton drops it off to Johnson. Looked like a little bit of travel there, but no call. Into the high post, Francis drives. That's probably one of their better offensive sets they've run today. They were patient, slowed the pace down.
Injury seems to not be affecting Francis.
Stolen as Francis anticipated that pass into the high post to Ahmed. Johnson for three. And he sinks it.
You know, basketball's a game of runs. You sleep. And now
Beasley for three with a hand in his face. Can't hit. Doc with the long rebound. Back to Doc from deep. Short.
Too much touch.
Manook checks back in.
What I was going to say is basketball's a game of runs. Eagle a little sloppy on those last two possessions. They've got their lead cut down to single digits.
Going to be a kick ball by Manook.
Listen, Manook is active. He's trying to get a finger, shoelace, something on the ball, on his press. 6'7", he's going to get a piece of the ball almost every time.
As Joshua Arthur controlling the ball, getting the ball. No call right there. And as Spencer gets the easy bucket. Johnson picking Jakai up three-quarters court.
It was almost a turnover by JoJo, but they got a foul on the wrist.
Both coaches not happy with the officiating here tonight.
Not at all. I don't know. I feel like it's the opposite of Tuesday. Tuesday they were, kind of letting them play. It was a blowout. I guess everybody wanted to go home. But they know this one is a closer game, and they're calling it, man.
Yep. Chase for three. Rims in and out. Almost another offensive rebound by Dockery. Hounded Spencer. Spencer gives it up to Francis. Gets across the timeline. Guarded by Jakai. Gets into the paint. Floater. Can't hit. Beasley with the rebound. Beasley might be working on a double-double here.
Oh, absolutely.
Good hands right there by Johnson.
Man.
And I want Chase to keep shooting, not because it's Canarsie, because these are near misses. They're rimming in and out.
I'm surprised he's still even being left
Another one
to shoot.
Short. JoJo with the rebound. And kind of goes up without the tenacity I would want him to.
That was more of a play that was on brand for the fouls that they've been calling today.
Beasley again. So, something to note, Shaq. Eagles already at 46 points. Last game against BC, Canarsie only scored 44. And Manook with the two-hand flush off the steal on the inbound.
This press is destroying Canarsie's chances of winning this game, man.
Another steal. Good pass. JoJo gets blocked from behind. Johnson out. Good hands right there.
A block from Hassan Spencer, leading to instant offense. He went up there and met JoJo at the top of his layup.
Before Manook put on for the crowd, I was saying, do you think Canarsie could keep up with the scoring pace after only putting up 44 points against BC? Jakai from deep. Long rebound for Arthur. Going to stay Eagle ball.
Yeah. BC is a high-scoring team, so, you're definitely going to need more than 44 if you want to mess with Eagle. So you're definitely going to have to look for ways to get PJ, like I said, going, and even Sean. Sean's been a little quiet in the second half. And you
look, I'm not sure who the foul was on, but looked like a foul on the inbound pass.
Manook and Hassan getting a little chippy down there.
Crowd getting into it too. They always say this is a hostile environment. Johnny checking in. Good hands right there by Johnson. He saw that pass coming from the moment Johnny broke to the corner.
Sean Johnson is not trying to lose tonight. He's playing like it.
Fleming checked in for JoJo. Manook going up and getting a rebound, and he's fouled. He's going to go to the line shooting two.
I love the activity of Manook in this game, man. He's more so like, their fast break guy, but he's been in everywhere today.
And even if he has, say, 10, 12 points, his impact on the game is so much more than the points he scored.
Right. Like, those steals, when they happened, made them more impactful, because they came at a time when Eagle was struggling against the physicality of Canarsie.
100%. Number 15, Joshua Henry checking in for Canarsie.
Got PJ in the corner. Choose not to use him. Oh, okay.
That was a good find by there from Henry for the cutting PJ Singleton.
Singleton, great job not, getting upset about the ball not coming to him on the three line. Just makes a good cut. Right hand reverse finish.
Manook for three. Short. Rebound Spencer.
I don't know if it's me, but every time I left
and shoots, another errant pass by Canarsie. Say that again. I'm sorry, Shaq.
I said, I don't know if it's me, but whenever a left-handed shooter shoots, I think it's going in.
As a lefty, I appreciate that. Jakai with the fall away. Chase with the follow and finish. Chase has to be approaching 10 boards. Another steal. A deflection, by Manook.
Man, between him and Doc. I don't know which one of these guys are getting their hand on the ball.
Timeout, Canarsie, as the press of Eagles strikes again.
Man, they switched to that press, and everything has been smooth sailing since, man.
That was going to be another turnover. You can't tell me otherwise if they didn't call a timeout.
Man, we're not even able to acknowledge the first steal before the second one happens. That press is really giving them some trouble. I see Doc losing the long sleeve. He must have heard you over here. Doc's losing a long sleeve. He must have heard you over here.
This gym is all. I mean, they put ACs in finally, but this gym is always a sauna.
Man, listen,
I'm sure. Imagine back in your playing days when y'all used to practice in this.
Look at Doc harassing the other team's timeout. I love Doc. Man,
That's
Dockery.
wise beyond his years.
Amir Dockery, man, I'm telling you, he's going to be something even more special than what he is now. He's just got the right attitude, the right mindset.
Spencer down low. Johnson back out to Singleton. Short. Singleton struggling from distance today.
Yeah.
Chase, stop and pop. All in and out. Maybe that rim doesn't like Chase?
Yeah, man. Chase has had a lot of those just, great looks.
Manuk clearly wanted the smoke.
Absolutely.
I would rather him go straight up, but that looked like he was sending a message. This is our gym.
And I don't know, maybe he took it personal that Sean Johnson got right by Jakai on that play right there.
I mean, I'll say this, though. It seems like the Eagle guards they're okay with the Canarsie guards getting through the paint because they know they have their bigs behind them.
Right, exactly. So they're really sending them to the help sometimes.
Yeah, exactly. Maybe if Chase loses the long sleeves, too, some of those on the other side will start to fall.
Listen, man. Doc seems superstitious about it. Is that a lane violation on Manuk?
Yeah, it looks like a lane violation, so he gets another shot. Giving Johnson another chance to make one. And he gets the shooter's roll. Manuk trying to set up in a high post. And Henry doing a good job denying it.
Oh, man. Great defense from Xavier Francis. It's tough to stay in front of Amir Dockery, and he just got the tie up like it was nothing. It's going to remain Eagle ball, though.
Johnny for three.
You know what he's doing.
Too strong. Francis with the rebound. Doc with a good defense. Could have been an offensive foul. Henry over foot on line. Can't hit. Henry is all over the place for this Canarsie team right now. That's going to be a double dribble.
Great defense from Eagle. Staying with it. Rotations. That was one of their best defensive plays all night.
Including the deflections?
Including the deflections. That was no deflections, no straight shorts pulled up and sneakers slide.
Can't hit. Eagles struggling from deep in this third quarter.
I think they need to attack more, for sure, because they're keeping Canarsie in it by missing these three-pointers. Xavier Francis. I was going to say it was commendable he's playing hurt, but apparently his coaches don't agree.
Coach is telling him if Chase is guarding him, go by him. Coach is probably feeling that the loss of Chase is more than the players.
Absolutely. Chase being 6'5", having the length.
There's Manuk front court behind the back. Doc going to reset.
Yeah. I'm not sure what Manuk was doing on that fast break, but Kev is definitely letting him know about it right now. Sloppy handle of the ball kind of took away that two-on-one.
Absolutely. Got a 9-point game here, and it feels closer than a 9-point game, or is it just me?
It does. Eagles been kind of stagnant on offense, so definitely feels like the game's closer when it shouldn't be, because Eagles had a lot of wide open looks. Chase has had a lot. Jakai's had a lot.
Yeah, I mean, if, say, 4 of those threes fall, very different game.
Absolutely. We're talking about a 20-point lead.
Yeah.
They're already up 10, so. What you don't want to do is fall in love with that 3-ball because, you know, the crowd is here and everything like that. You kind of want to, you know, get to the foul line. The refs are calling it close.
That's what you call a grown man move right there.
Listen, man. Downhill Sanders. I don't know who Jakai is.
Spencer gets it back to Francis. JoJo with the rebound. Jakai pushing the pace. In the corner to Fleming. Back to Doc. Resetting the offense. Manook spins. And he gets it. And Spencer takes it away. Kind of spun right into the teeth of the defense right there.
Yeah, I don't think he needed that spin right there. I think he needs to go straight up, accept the contact, look to get an N1.
PJ one-on-one with Manook on the perimeter. Manook doing a great job. Staying in front of him. That's great defense right there. Great footwork by Manook. Staying in front of their best scorer.
Be 6'7" like that and be able to slide your feet, stay in front of the, you know, the crafty ball handler like a PJ Singleton.
That's impressive.
Very, to say the least.
Like I said, it won't show up in the stat sheet, but that's things college scouts see.
Exactly. And that's the things you can't really teach, you know. You either have that skill or you don't. A lot of tall people, you know, not coordinated all the time.
11-point game right here with just under 15 seconds to go in the third quarter.
If I'm Canarsie.
So while we wait this timeout, if you are free this Saturday, you should be free because Eagle is playing at home in the Nest here against Susan Wagner, the team that gave them their lone loss in league play. So you know Eagle is going to come out for revenge.
Oh, man. They're looking to get back on Susan. I already know that, man. December 21st, took a tough loss, so they'll definitely be looking to avenge that.
And as always, you know this Prime production is going to be brought to you by Sage Media Solutions. And you can find on all social media platforms at Sage Media Solutions. And one thing to note, Wagner coming into the Nest after a loss to them. We've never beat Wagner in our history, so it's going to be a lot riding on that game. As we get back to action here against Canarsie, Francis on the wing, guarded by Doc. Another loose ball here, controlled by Spencer. And Henry, and who other than Amir Dockery, taking a charge.
Man, that was a rough fall, and Mir just popped up.
Henry's not small.
At all. And Mir just popped up. He's fine.
I gotta say, though, Henry's nimble on his feet for a big dude.
That was
kind of reminds me of Shaq Mitchell back when he played.
Definitely.
Couldn't quite hit at the buzzer. And after three, Eagle is up 55-44. Think Ice Spice is going to get them pumped?
What I want you to do is never disrespect Nicki Minaj again and call her Ice Spice. Appreciate you, brother.
Wow.
Man.
I just showed.
As a Queens. Jakai's actually shooting 2 free throws on that last play.
He was fouled.
Yep. They're going to give him 2 free throws as he missed the first. Got the second. The Eagles going into the fourth with a 13-point lead.
You know what it is? I heard the beat and just assumed it was Ice Spice.
It's just me being from Queens. I would have to just correct you. You know, understand?
Understood. It's okay. It's okay. I'll wear that L this time. That's hilarious, by the way.
Mr. Jones rocking that vintage.
Nah, that's not vintage. That's exclusive.
Exclusive.
That's exclusive Eagle gear.
Yeah. Shout out, Mr. Jones.
I've seen 2 people with that. Jones and a player.
Yeah, he roughed somebody up for that. I know he did.
This game is still very much in reach for Canarsie.
It still feels like that, doesn't it?
Yes.
It still got that feel to it. You know, I'm expecting Sean and, you know, Xavier to up their play, but I'm definitely expecting PJ to come alive at some point. His team needs him very much, especially his scoring. He's averaging 18. I don't even know if he has half that right now. And
he might have 10 because he shot like maybe 5 or 6 free throws in the first half.
Right. But field goal wise, I don't think he's gotten his fair share that he always gets.
I think that field goal on the cut to the basket might have been his first or second made field goal of the game.
Yeah, Eagles done a pretty good job locking him down.
Especially for a guy that hit 26 threes on a year. So shout out to the Eagle defense.
Coach Kev wanted to travel right there.
Francis with a tough move. Good rebound by JoJo. Get out in the front court to Doc. Doc got to go up with that. I'm sorry.
Absolutely.
Chase getting offensive rebound. Good pass. Great pass from Beasley. Coach Kev Face says it all. I know Doc has passed first, but at that point, it's a layup.
Great defense from Eagle. They get the ball back.
Lewiginson checking back in for Canarsie. For Henry. Henry played some solid minutes there for Canarsie. Johnny for 3. Short. Good rebound by JoJo. Blocked by Spencer. Spencer's having a game in the paint.
Hassan Spencer's been rim protecting all night. Got that big block on JoJo in the first half. Here he is again, denying.
Jakai for 3. Short. PJ in the front court. Stolen by Jakai, but he stepped out. Good defense.
Hustle from Jakai.
Yeah.
He ran from the other side of the court. It was the first one back.
Francis to inbound.
Can't teach athleticism, man.
Johnson for 3. Rims in and out. Beasley with the rebound. If Beasley has like 14 and 12, I wouldn't be surprised. Jakai crossover, getting the paint.
I would have been shocked if he didn't get that foul call. Jakai's doing Jakai things right now. Hustling back on defense on that play prior. Now he's down there getting into the paint. A certain dominance like he normally does. Looking to salt this game away.
Jakai hits the first. I'm not sure if I referenced this, but on the year, Jakai is averaging 17, 9 assists, and 6 rebounds. There's a good chance he may average a double-double by year's end.
Man, I wouldn't put a triple-double past him. Honestly, I wouldn't put a triple-double past him.
It's very possible.
He's that good.
Johnson guarded by Dockery. Johnny with the steal out in the front court. Loses it. Doc brings it back. Jakai for 3. Boom!
Great shot from Jakai.
20-point lead right now. And this is what happens when they start to fall.
Absolutely. But it starts at the rim.
Yeah.
He went to the basket, got fouled, hit the 2 free throws. Got his form together.
PJ saving a turnover right there. Doc with the active hands on defense.
It's like they never see him until it's too late.
It's like a little ghost.
Yeah,
just
bro.
Patrolling the court. So going back to our conversation about Canarsie only scoring 44. They've been at 44 for some time now. Absolutely. Is that their cap? Like, obviously they're going to score more, but they're struggling.
Well, it's going to
that's going to be an offensive foul as Jakai takes the charge.
Great defense from Jakai, but definitely it might be their cap because, you know, PJ has yet to really insert himself into the ball game. And I don't know who else they look to for offense.
I mean, it would be Sean Johnson, and he's probably the high man right now for them, but he needs help. He can't do it by himself.
He looks a little winded himself, and the Canarsie bench just looks depleted right now.
JoJo just snatching the rebound out of the air. Johnny from deep. And this is almost, well, not almost, but this is. And one as JoJo leaves his feet.
Yeah, Cardinal mistake.
P.J. Washington being Canarsie's leading scorer, 18 points a game. I'm sorry, Singleton. No relation. No confusion. As well as Alonzo Archibald from last game, 20-point scorer. And the Eagle defense has made both of them, kind of, for lack of a better term, non-existent in their respective game plans.
Because you got to understand, the way Eagle does business, Chase can't hit that mid-range right there. They don't really have a person that's scoring a whole bunch of points. Everybody kind of contributes. So when you play against a team where it's only one guy, they know exactly what to do. Or a couple guys, they know who to focus on. And they make your role players beat them.
100%. I think Spencer's also working on double-double.
Oh, yeah, Spencer's definitely working on the double with the handful of blocks. Looks like he's he missed Chase a little bit.
Yeah, I think he has about 4 blocks, maybe 5.
Yeah.
See, Canarsie dropping 3 guards back.
Yeah, man.
On defense. They're afraid of that Eagle fast break. As Spencer cannot take advantage of the 2 free throws.
Definitely need free throws, trying to work your way back into a game.
I know on the clock it says 5:13, but there's just under 5:10 left in the game. We're going to fix the clock for you.
Is that a 3-second score?
It looks like it, as Ahmed checked in for Johnny. Johnson on the wing, guarded by Manook. Crossover, Manook still in front of him.
Canarsie's running out of time to make this game close again.
Jakai picks up on the switch. Chase, guarded PJ. Good defense. Johnson for 3. And somebody lost Johnson on one of the screens.
Hey, you can tell Chase and PJ was teammates right there, man. He kind of guessed the move PJ wanted to do right there and forced him to pass it up. Luckily, Sean was able to place one from 3.
I don't think they were teammates because PJ and Jakai were teammates. But it looks like they were watching film. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, they probably have been watching film.
I wonder what it feels like being an opposing fan watching a game here.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I couldn't.
I've been to a bunch of gyms in the PSAL, and out of all the opposing gyms, South Shore is probably the toughest, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's a pretty tough gym to play in. I think I didn't play South Shore, but I think we used their court for a neutral site on one of our playoffs games. It was tough to play in there. We had our lowest scoring playoff game in there. It was terrible. 35-31.
Oh, wow.
And we ran all day for it next day. But, yeah, in terms of atmosphere, I would not want to play against Eagle if I wasn't, a part of Eagle. It's a tough place to play, man.
Yeah. Especially when the fans are literally on top of you.
Absolutely.
So, Shaq, who is your possible Sage Media standout for tonight?
It's always easy to, try to say Jakai, but I think today it might be Manuk. Defensive-wise, I think there's nobody has impacted the game more on defense tonight. Maybe Hassan Spencer, but it hasn't, translated into a winning effort. So I would say either Manuk or Chase, one of the two.
That was going to be my pick, Chase. As PJ comes away with the steal.
It's like PJ Singleton's not even looking to score right now. His confidence is thrown off.
14-point lead for Eagle. Chase in the front court. Minuk with the follow.
Look at him.
That was not a foul.
2 hands off
That's not
at
a
all.
foul.
But
They're fighting for the ball.
At some point, the refs got to let him, play basketball. But look, you see Minuk get his hands, 2 hands off the rim, another steal.
And another finish with 2 hands. The 2-hand flush for Minuk.
I want to know how many points he's scored where the ball hasn't even crossed the free throw line.
Like I said, I was going to say PJ for 3. Still can't hit.
PJ
I was going to say Chase
game.
because he has a potential double-double.
Oh, yeah.
Beasley for 3. Short gets his own rebound. Another one. Jakai from deep. Short. That was a little push in the back right there by PJ.
Listen, man. Ahmed 6'8". Ahmed 6'8".
By who?
Trying to. PJ.
So the producers in my ear telling me that was a good box out, but clearly some vision got mixed up in between.
I thought it was a good box out too, man. I did.
So clearly I'm the only one that's blind because I saw PJ push Ahmed trying to grab the rebound.
Listen, man.
We're going to have to go to the tape.
When
you're
dealing with a guy who's 6'8", and you're not that size, life didn't grant you that size.
PJ's like 6'6".
All right, but Ahmed's got him at least by 20 to 30 pounds. He's got to do what he's got to do, man. Look at this. And that's why he pushed him. As Ahmed scores inside.
I can't even argue with that. That was timed very well. That's going to be another charge.
Oh,
Jakai doing it at both ends of the court.
Rough night for Singleton, man. That was a great move. Jakai just in great position for the charge.
Johnny checking back in for Ibrahim.
Looks like Ibrahim's night's probably going to be done. As Eagles nursing this 20-point lead, man. And it looks like Sean has also went to the bench for Canarsie. I feel like Chase has been standing wide open in the entire game. It's just about if they can get it to him.
Johnny wanted that
on
a clean catch and shoot.
Was that a pass?
I don't know, but they'll take it. So, when we talk about Stage Media Spotlight standout, initially I had Chase, but then immediately Minuk got like 3 dunks in a row as I was speaking.
Exactly.
So that might change things.
Like
have we seen a game where Eagle player has gotten like 6 dunks in a game?
No.
Because he had the 2 right there. He had 1 before that.
Oh, yeah. He has about 5-6 dunks.
Yeah.
Right? Including a poster.
Poster was wild.
Oh, my gosh.
Like, sometimes you want to play things back in your head, but you kind of wish to see that again.
Yeah.
Minuk steps out.
For anyone standing in the paint.
With under 2 minutes to go, Eagle essentially asserting their dominance on this Brooklyn-Staten Island division.
Yeah. All that's left is for them to do this with Wagner, and, it'll really be complete in terms of the Staten Island,
right
now.
As we're playing, as we talk about this game as it comes to a close, as the Eagles up 20, another big matchup happening right now is Brooklyn Collegiate versus South Shore.
Oh, okay. How's that going on right there?
I wish we had the chat so somebody could tell us.
Yeah, I need to know.
Because I'm definitely interested in the outcome of that. Chase drives, kicks to Doc. Boom! Great kick.
The doctor is in.
So looking at the standings, BC is 6-2. And South Shore's on the opposite end of the division. And BC obviously losing at overtime here in the Nest. Is clearly rooting for everyone Eagle plays against. And
Right.
South Shore is 7-1 on their side of the bracket. So you got two heavyweights going at it in the conference.
Good stuff.
And it legit could go any way. And Jeff is at 4-1. That is at Beasley for 3. Oh,
Right.
As our producer told us in game 1, Jeff is the second best team in the PSAL. So we'll see how that spans out because they still haven't played all their league games yet. Doc slowing the pace as Canarsie kind of putting in their bench as number 12 Ethan Henry comes in, as well as number 13 Miles Perry. .15 on the shot clock. Jakai gets fouled going to the line. Shocker.
Can you stop him? Downhill Sanders.
I was going to make a can't stop, won't stop Diddy joke, but I don't know if we could do that anymore.
Yeah. Diddy's not safe to joke with right now. Man. It's always fun calling these games, man.
So we have some, like, huge matchups this week because you have the BC South Shore going on right now.
Right.
South Shore plays Jeff on Saturday. So whoever the script writers were at PSAL, listen, they took a page out the NFL script writers' books.
Absolutely.
Because I don't know if you can script it better. Wagner coming to Eagle after beating them in Staten Island. Jeff playing South Shore. BC playing South Shore tonight. I can't wait to see the Sanders tomorrow.
Has Wagner played here?
Wagner's played here once in the playoffs, and we were up 20 in the second half, and they came back to beat us.
Wow.
In the nest in a playoff game, in like in the quarters or the semis.
So we clearly have a threat with Wagner.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Good move by Francis. Can't finish. Gets his own rebound.
And I want to say shout out to Xavier Francis for staying through the game, man. He took a hard fall. But he's played
Beasley
a
with
great game.
another rebound. Sorry, Shaq.
Top to bottom. No, great rebound from Chase. I think he might have secured his double-double.
Damn, we can't even get the chant right. Nah, I need to get. Once our fans get us together, we'll be on board with them. So after 4, Eagle is victorious over Canarsie 75-52. That with my pleasant co-host here, Shaq Mitchell, doing a great job as the voice of Eagle, Greg Polius. And we will see you on Saturday at 1:30 here at Wagner. Make sure you stay tuned for the Sage Media Spotlight interview. And always tune in to Sage Media on all social media platforms. Thank you. Have a good night.